Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Before I do anything at all, let me take this time to first of all appreciate as many of you that even though you have even if it's 10 minutes or 5 minutes of this video that you are watching, let me first of all say thank you so much to as many people who take time to kind of watch and listen to what me I want to say. Like, I'm not saying I'm the best at football knowledge, but for you are even hearing my opinion and making a comment, I actually appreciate. And I just want to appreciate. I want to say you guys thank you so much for always coming back to the channel. For those of you that are subscribed, for those of you that are just watching and going, I'm delighted, I'm happy, and I'm grateful that I'm able to actually speak to every one of you. Even though we are not, our population is not much, but I always appreciate your presence. So please, whenever you have your comment, just leave your comment. Just leave your comment. I'm not saying whatever I'm saying right now is the correct thing. I'm just saying it the way I kind of feel it. So you can always put your comment in the comment section. So once again, I'd like to welcome everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also comment, please. Leave your comment on every of those things we have discussed, that is on the channel, talking about our reviews and everything you actually see, especially concerning the review. So now I did this video a little early because I knew that all the matches for the week are already done and everybody is, at least there's no other match scheduled for Monday or something like that. And that's why I just said, let me just get the video out and do it and just get it over with. So we are back to the review show. Don't forget, share the video, like, thank you, and God bless. And let's go into the review of the game that happened last weekend. So there were some games on Saturday and there was a game on Sunday. Now there was controversy in the game and I promised that I wasn't going to dwell much on all those controversies. So I think I've done another video, addressing the controversy on the issue, on the match between Arsenal and Brighton. So I'm not going to actually dwell much on that this morning. So while I think I'm supposed to start this whole video, I think from that particular game. So I won't actually spend more time on the game because I think I've done a video concerning the match. So I think the match ended 1-1, and that is the match that you're actually seeing on the wall. The match ended 1-1, and a lot of events took place in the game. But for me, let me just say this concerning the match. That was almost like the fair result that we could have evaluated. It was a good point for us, even though I felt like we should have done better. I wanted us to have done better, but it was the best we could have gotten considering the situation that happened. Whether Ben White should have, I keep calling Ben White, whether Declan Rice should have been booked or not, it doesn't really matter. He gave the ref the decision to make, and the ref made the decision. By the letter of the law, it should be a sending off. You shouldn't be doing that, and the game is closed. There's no need for crying. So the game is gone and it ended 1-1. And João Pedro became the fan favorite. The red card actually changed the game at that point in time. It actually changed the game, and that was how it is. And there was nothing much. And for me, even as a fan, I kind of don't see any big deal. I know, we are going up against a juggernaut, so I'm not expecting us to find it easy. We don't drop that kind of a point in those kind of a game if you're actually pursuing City. Can you imagine? City went ahead to win their game. We're going to go out there that they went ahead to win their game that day convincingly, without even stressing, without even breaking a sweat. And in fact, that's just the case. That case ended on. Let me just put that one aside. There are other reasons. Let's just move away from that one. Like I said, the whole situation, I believe Declan Rice gave the ref decision to make, and he made the decision even if it was right by the letter of the law. We wanted common sense, but we didn't get it, and that's just the way it was. So that one moved away that way. Now we'll continue to the other games. I will just go through the other games, the other results in that game, and then I will probably touch on those ones that are very important. Like the Brentford Southampton game ended 3-1. Everton and Bournemouth ended 2-3 in favor of Bournemouth. Ipswich and Fulham played 1-1. Leicester and Aston Villa played 1-2. And Nottingham Forest and Wolves played 1-1. I think I called this one. I knew this game was going to end in a draw. I knew there was nobody was going to win the game. But a game I wanted to point out was this game against Bournemouth. Please, if you did not see the game, Just go and see the highlight. You need to see the highlight of this game. This game was funny. You know, first half was very boring. You know, the game wasn't actually that. You know, everybody was creating their crooked chances and everything. And at 50 minutes, Michael Keane scored the first goal. Claven Lewis scored 57 minutes. You know, in the space of 7 minutes, they got like 2 goals. And thinking and assuming that all is done, that everything is over for that game. You know, the game is over, nothing is happening. And then, 87th minute, Semenyo scored, you know, like a joke. The second time, Lewis Cook scored 92 minutes. Like it was not going to end. Suddenly, the whole game went away from Everton when at the 96th minute, Sinisterra scored the winning goal. If you did not see that game, actually you need to see that game. That game was serious. And man of the match for that game was Semenyo. Semenyo was the man of the match for that game. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't know. I don't think Everton can actually escape that this season. I don't think they can escape that relegation this season. I don't know. With the way they are starting, well, probably they used to wake up halfway through the season. So maybe they will wake up. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But if they do, I think it will be it will be late, and I don't think they will make it. In fact, the way they are playing at the moment, they are playing like a relegation candidate, and that game ended 3-2. Now moving to this game now against City and West Ham. At first, I wanted the game to be tough, you know, for City, you know, and 19 minutes, Eliala scored in the 10th minute. They equalized in the 19th minute, thinking that the game is going to be tough, only for everything to pop up, and Manchester City came up and you know, trashed them convincingly. Like they won the game convincingly. Now, one thing I want to do is compare that 2 games against Arsenal. I want you to leave this in the comment section. What do you think? Who has gotten the tougher games between Arsenal and Manchester City? You know, Arsenal had Wolves, Brighton, and who was it? Aston Villa. You know, Wolves are home, Brighton are home, and Aston Villa away. Then City has taken Ipswich at home. They've taken West Ham away, and they've taken somebody. Who was their third? Their first match. Chelsea at home. Was it at home or away? They played Chelsea. Now, who do you think has the tougher game? Please leave it on the comment section. Don't forget to leave that in the comment section. I want to know who do you think has the tougher game. And considering this start, Haaland already has 7 goals already. He's topping the goal chart already with 7 goals. Now we continue with the game on Sunday. Then we came to this dry game. This game was boring. Like it was not even interesting to watch at all. I was having high expectations. I think the only expectation that was fulfilled for this game was the assist from Cole Palmer. And like we always said, Chelsea has become Cole Palmer FC. It's always like if this guy does not do anything, there is nothing that will happen in that Chelsea game. You know, he gave Nicholas Jackson an assist very early in the game, and I think it's not very early in the game, like about 25th minute into the game. Cole Palmer gave an assist, which was the only thing I was expecting to happen in that game, which it happened. And then Eberechi equalized very early in the second half. You know, coming in 53 minutes, Eberechi got the goal. Nice right-footed coiler, you know, into the corner. But boy, like I said, Chelsea, I think consistency will be their problem. You know, not being able to put up those results together in you know, consecutive win together. That will be Chelsea challenge this season. And another thing is that I think they still have issues, despite the fact that they have strengthened so much. I think there are 2 places Chelsea has not sorted out. I think they have not sorted their defense properly. I don't even know, but I think their defense and majorly their attack, I don't think they have sorted it out. But really, I believe if Chelsea should get a proper striker, and they can get things together, they should still be able to compete to be in that top of the league. I don't know, top of the league. Maybe not winning the league, but at least competing with those big boys on top of the league. Now we continue to the next game, which is Tottenham and Newcastle and Tottenham. And at first, you know, it has always been like a want away, like almost every time. Newcastle will always touch Tottenham everywhere, beat them anywhere. Last time I think it was a massacre, beat it 6-0. Like they deal with them anyway. But the game actually did not go that way. It was against the run of play, you understand. And Tottenham actually First half, Newcastle was playing very fine, but as the game began to settle, Tottenham got back into the game, and they should have been winning this game because considering the possession they had, considering a lot that they put in that game, I think they should have been winning that game. But unfortunately for them, Newcastle scored first, Tottenham equalized after Brennan Johnson came in, for a lot, and then somehow against the run of play, there was a counter attack, and then Newcastle got the second goal, and that was how it ended. It ended 2-1 in favor of Newcastle, and that game was not a surprise going into the game, but watching the game, seeing the way Tottenham play, I felt like they should have done better. Now, looking at Newcastle, and we're moving to the next game, that is Manchester United against Liverpool. Now, I've said this again, I've said it before. Look, anybody that wants to play, please, I want to ask somebody. I want to ask any Manchester fan that is watching this, and you are able to watch to this point. Just tell me, am I wrong to say that Eric Ten Hag, that this sole blame is not solely on the player? Because yes, we can point fingers at Casemiro. We can point fingers at Casemiro that most of the time, all his action actually led to some of the goals, which I understood, which I by one way or the other understand. If that is the part we want to actually take, if that is the part we want to actually take, that okay, he was at fault for most of the goals. Yes, he was at fault for some of the goals, and they are not blaming. But when he went out and after the second half, did anything change? Nothing changed. This guy is not tactically. I don't know why he's not a young coach. I would say tactically, I don't see what he's doing on the pitch. I saw that game. Man U didn't actually put up any fight at all. There was no fight. There was no fight back at all. In fact, it was more of left to Liverpool, taking their foot off the gas. And for me, I still maintain what I've said. I don't think if this Eric Ten Hag does not change, is not being changed from there. Okay, well, they will say accepted. He wins trophies. I'm not arguing that any bit. Like, if you don't understand what I mean, like any bit, I am not arguing that one bit like this. I am not arguing it. He won trophy, or what trophy that he won? This man, the trophy that he wants, is the team in a good state? Is he actually managing the team properly, like setting the team out to actually do something up the pitch? When only for him to come back after the game and start pointing fingers and then trying to attack people who come in, and some of the fans too. Anyway, it's not, but some of the fans, doesn't want you to speak concerning him. I don't know, but for me, I think he's not doing well enough. I don't think he's doing well enough. So that game ended 3-0 in favor of Liverpool, and it was an humbling 3-0. In fact, I felt like Liverpool actually took their foot off the gas in order for the game to remain honourable. If Liverpool was actually in the mood, they would have dealt with it. It would have been a 6-7-0 once again. And that was how the roundup that we have for the English Premier League. And before I run to okay, let me just quickly do that so that I can always pick that. Let me move away from this and look at the next fixtures that we have for next week. And I think the fixture we are going to be Saturday and Sunday, and that is 14th September. There's a national break, so there won't be much, but I will probably be, we will probably be looking at, talking about football generally. I think the next one, maybe before then, we will look into our prediction for the game, and probably I would have done I think I'll put my prediction down this time so that we can all see my prediction and I won't spend more time on prediction. Southampton, Manchester United, we have Brighton, Ipswich, we have Crystal Palace, Leicester, we have Fulham, West Ham, we have Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, we have Manchester City against Brentford, we also have Aston Villa against Everton, we have Bournemouth against Chelsea, and then we have Spurs Arsenal, that's around 2 on Sunday, and then Wolves, Newcastle. Okay, we have a game. Okay, that will be Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, that will be in the next 2 weeks. So there is an international break, meaning players will be off to their countries. And Yeah, I guess this is another way for us to talk about Nigeria, but let's just put that one aside. I think after this review, we'll be looking at at Nigeria as a whole. I think that's a very new topic we actually need to discover. Maybe I will leave that for later in the show. Maybe next video we'll be talking about that. Now, moving straight to the Spanish La Liga, and some match took places in some matches that actually took place in the Spanish La Liga. So some took place on Saturday. That's what I'm going to be starting with. I'm going to be starting with the Saturday's game. Why that one blow? We had 2-0 to okay, on Sunday. That is a 2-0 to Las Palmas. Alaves against Las Palmas. Osasuna is 3-2. Sevilla, Girona is 0-2 to Girona. Getafe 0-0 to Sociedad. I don't know how somebody goes to a game and scoring 0-0. That thing used to irritate me. And then we have Real Madrid, doing justice to Real Betis 2-0. Kylian Mbappe scoring 2 goals. I think the guy is back, to formula in that particular game. He was back to his proper best. Some other games took place over there at the weekend. While that page loaded up, let me just load that page. While that page loads up, let's just go to the Spanish Italian Serie A. We have 2 games over the weekend. We look at Fiorentina Monza 2-2, Genoa 0, Verona 2. Let me make this a little bit clearer. Yes, Fiorentina 2, Monza 2, Genoa 0, Verona 2, Juventus 0-0 against Roma. I expected much from this game, but nothing came out. Udinese 1-0 against Como, and then we have Bologna against Napoli. Bologna 1, Empoli 1, Lecce 1, Cagliari 1. We have Lazio 2, AC Milan 2, Napoli 2, Parma 1. And on Friday, we already spoke about this one on Friday. That's the Inter 4, Atlanta 0. This one shocked me. I knew they were going to win, but I didn't know they were going to win that much. Inter 4, Venezia 0. Venezia, Inter 4, Atlanta 0. Now Venezia 0, Torino 1. I knew Torino was going to win this game, and they are there at the top of the table. And moving straight to the Bundesliga. Yeah, I will just run through the results quickly. We have Union Berlin on Friday, 1-0 to St. Pauli. Stuttgart playing 3-3 against Mainz 05. Eintracht Frankfurt and then Hoffenheim played 3-1. SVW, that's Werder Bremen against Dortmund, and then 0-0. Bochum versus Mönchengladbach, that is 0-2. Osterkel against Wolfsburg 0-2. Leverkusen lost at home to Leipzig. Now I want to mention this. Now when people keep telling me that when I said Leverkusen winning the league last year, Leverkusen winning the league against Bayern Munich last year, I told people it was an anomaly. I'm not saying this guy is not good, but I'm saying it's an anomaly, and I know he's too quick to actually conclude. But for me, I don't know. I just feel like it is not due to how outstanding they were that season. It was just because it was just that season, like the season when Leicester just sprung up and won the league. I felt like that is exactly what happened when it comes to Bayern Leverkusen. That's for me. If you think it's different, please leave your comments in the comment section and let us interact, let us talk. Like I'm going to show this in the group already, and in the group chat on Saturday, probably we'll talk about it. We'll talk about Eagles too. So we also have Heidenheim 4, Augsburg 0, and Bayern Munich 2, Freiburg 0. And we'll look at the fixture to all these games next week. But moving away from that, back into the La Liga on Friday. Okay, on Friday we had Barcelona 7. Wow, Real Valladolid 0. We have Atletico Bilbao 0, Atletico Madrid 1, Espanyol 2, Vallecano 1, Leganes 1, Leganes 0, Mallorca 1, Valencia 1, Villarreal 1. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the Spanish La Liga. We're going to look at the table. Let's just look at the standing in the La Liga. Let's see. We're going to look at the standing, how everybody went over the weekend. I know it's very early for us to go there. Let me go to the Serie A and see what we have. Let's check the table here, and let's check their league table here. So, and also Premier League, let us check the league table. Now, looking at the league table, let's start. We're going to be looking at the league table. But I just said that I think it is time we actually know what the league table looks like. So we're starting with Italian Serie A. You have Inter Milan topping the league with 7 points, Juventus on 7 points, Torino on 7 points, and told you Udinese also on 7 points. Then you have Verona on 6, Napoli on 6, Empoli on 5, Lazio on 4, Parma on 4, Genoa on 4, Fiorentina on 3, Atlanta on 3, Lecce on 3, AC Milan on 2, very poor, Monza on 2, Cagliari on 2, Roma on 2. And then we have relegation spots. We have Bologna, Benza, Como. So Fabregas should put this up, or else his team will get relegated again. Now moving to the Premier League, we have Manchester City and Liverpool keeping their 100% record. They have not lost any game. They've not drawn. They have their 100% record. That's 3 wins in a row. They are on 9 points. Liverpool the same 3 wins in a row, 9 points. You have Brighton and Arsenal occupying, Brighton, Arsenal and Newcastle, having 7 points each, because they all are 7 points. We have Brentford on 6 points, Aston Villa on 5 points, Nottingham Forest on 5 points. We have Tottenham on 4, Chelsea on 4, Fulham on 4, West Ham on 3, Manchester United on 3, Leicester 1 point, Crystal Palace 1 point, Ipswich 1 point, and Wolves 1 point. And you have Southampton and Everton not to have picked up any point at all in the Premier League, going into the first set of the international break. And on the Bundesliga, and lo and behold, we have them topping the league. I'm sure they will be coming down. Funny enough, they've not even considered any goal. They have won both of their matches and they have won it convincingly. You also have Bayern Munich coming second, Leipzig on 6 points also, complete points on those top 3. You have Borussia Dortmund on 4, Union Berlin on 4, Mönchengladbach on 3, Wolfsburg on 3, Bayer Leverkusen on 3, HM Frankfurt on 3, SC Freiburg on 3. You have Offenheim on 3. Then you have Mainz 5 on 2, Werder Bremen on 2, Stuttgart on 1 point, Augsburg on 1 point, Holstein Kiel on 0 points, Bochum on 0 points, and Poland likely to be going to relegation. And I don't see them improving more than that in the table. Now, quickly, I would just like to look at some. I think what we have not looked at is Spanish La Liga. Now, this one I want to actually look at the La Liga table. I think that La Liga table is very, very paramount to me. I want to actually see the table. Let me see teams, leagues, and cups. Let me see because that actually is my mind. I want to actually talk about Real Madrid. I want to talk about Real Madrid, and that's why I want to actually come up with their table now. This is domestic, Premier League, Champions League, Division. This is La Liga. So I'm clicking on the La Liga. We have I don't need La Liga news. I need the table. Yeah. So we move to the fixture. Now we have the table for the La Liga. Now, call me pessimistic, but I think things that will get Barca is beginning to run away. Madrid is actually struggling to dispatch team at the moment. They are struggling to dispatch team at the moment. Can you imagine? Look at the difference. Now let's go to it. They played 4 matches. You have Barcelona on top. We have Madrid second, Atletico Madrid third, and then Villarreal fourth. We have Girona fifth with 7 points. Alaves with 7 points. Osasuna on 7 points. Celta Vigo on 6 points. Leganes on 5 points. Real Mallorca on 5 points. Real Vallecano on 4 points. Sociedad on 4 points. Bilbao on 4 points. Espanyol on 4 points. Valladolid on 4 points. And we have Getafe on 3 points. Betis on 2 points. And Sevilla on 2 points. Then we have Valencia on 1 point. I think this back will have to improve later. I think Valencia, I don't think they will go relegate this season. But let me just talk about these 2 teams. Don't you think it's already time for concern? And Madrid should look into it. I know, I'm not saying they are doing, like I said, I know Mbappe will work. I know this team will get themselves together. But I think when it comes to it, like immediately they come on and the El Clasico comes in, and that's the reason. A team that has an upper hand in the El Clasico definitely wins the league. So that's what happens. So if last season I think Madrid won most of a larger percentage of the Atletico, and that's why they won the league. With the standing of things now, I believe that if Barcelona should win the El Clasico, Barcelona will likely to run away with the league. I don't know if you have a contrary opinion, put it in the comment section, and we move. And now that we have discussed that, I just wanted us to, discuss. I'm done with the. I'll be done with the weekly review. It's going to be a short one today. So thanks so much for watching the video. For how many of you that has watched this part, thanks for watching the video. Now I just want to inform us that we have a group chat. We have a group chat where we do live discussion. We kind of chat and we talk about everything called sports. You have your opinion. Like don't forget, on this channel, everybody has an opinion. Forget about anything. You can say anything. It doesn't matter. Just say it the way you feel it is. So please always join along. On Saturday, you can join the Telegram group. You can join the WhatsApp group for football chat. Don't forget, the page is Footballfanview on any platform. Footballfanview on any platform. You can reach out to us. You can leave a message, leave a contact if you want. Anyway, wherever you want us to. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you. I'll hopefully on the next one. I'm believing that there will be one before the new Premier League season. So probably we will talk about Nigeria at that point in time. I think we'll still do a video, talking about Nigeria generally and what the team, because I have my reservation concerning Super Eagles. I think there's a very big chance I have a lot of things to talk about. So on our next video is actually going to be on the Eagles. So on Nigeria. So if you love Nigerian football, please come along and let us talk Nigerian football. So once again, thanks again for watching the video. I'll see you